Today we're going to learn how to make meringue kisses. So that's one of my components that I have for my Anna's Mess, which is my signature dish. They're tasty, they're simple, and they use up your egg whites. Hey guys, so we're doing the meringue kisses today. So we've got 100 grams of egg white in there. I've got 100 grams of caster sugar and 50 grams of icing sugar. I've got my Meringue, which is just a spatula. I've got my piping bag and also my nozzle as well. And over here, this piece of equipment over here is a dehydrator tray. So obviously if you don't have that in your kitchen, you can obviously use your oven. The meringue kisses will only take about 2 hours to cook. So we're going to start off with our egg white into the bowl. In there. Okay, so using my Kenwood machine, flip it down. I've got a whisk attachment. I'm going to start my egg whites. Look, I'm currently whisking on high speed. I'm going to gradually add my caster sugar to it. So as you can see, it started. Sometimes it's better actually to reduce the speed and start adding it gradually. And start it back up again on high speed. And that's going to whisk up, it's going to double in volume, it's going to be nice and glossy and white. And you can actually make pavlova out of this principle as well. Come over here. So while that's happening, I just want to show you the dehydrator that I've got. Oh, Elizabeth's part of this now. So Elizabeth is actually making some strawberry leather over here, actually. That's going to have to be another episode. So this is going to have to be another episode where I teach you about strawberry leather, like strawberry roll-ups. That is super easy. But currently, this is our dehydrator machine. There's 9 trays. Elizabeth, pop down here. We're obviously dehydrating our strawberry leather. At the same time, I'm going to put my meringues in there as well. If you're doing it in your own oven at home, you see your oven at 100 degrees and no fan force, and just leave it there for about 2 hours and it'll be ready for you. There we go, it's all ready. It's all fluffy and white. You know it's a good meringue when that happens. You just tap it in there. I'm just going to add my icing sugar gradually as well. There we go, it's all folded in together. It's nice, glossy like we said. It's holding its shape pretty much. So that's a good meringue. And just remember, this is exactly the same recipe as if you would like to do a pavlova. So what I do is I just pop a little bit of my meringue on the different corners, one in the middle, just so my paper actually sticks down. Straight down. So I always start in the middle, work myself down, then I turn my tray, start in the middle and work myself down. Just so you're not like hovering and putting your body all over the food as well. Like when I type as well, I always have my finger there as a guidance. A lot of chefs can just go direct. I'm just like quite precise in how I pipe. And and I always don't overfill your piping bag, don't hold it from here, don't squish in it. I've seen so many disasters in my lifetime. I'll give you some examples actually. I've seen this. I've sing, obviously the meringue coming out of the bag, this, and it's just a disaster. Keep clean, you're piping it, enjoying it, put it in the dehydrator, and then it will come out for you. And remember always, guys, start from the middle, work yourself back, or forward, should I say. Start from the middle and go to the forward as well. Because the last thing you really want is, your chest to be covered with meringue. Well, maybe you can do that, but in this segment, we're not doing that. So as you can see with these meringues, it's hold its shape. It's kept the tip on, it's beautiful, it's still glossy. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in the dehydrator for a couple of hours, And you'll see, sometimes you need a little bit longer and sometimes a little bit less. Make sure your fan force is not on, so it's just still and they don't move around. So with a dehydrator and with an oven, I leave them both for 2 hours at 100 degrees. So 2 hours later, these are what my meringues look like. I've already packed them away, put the lid on. I'm going to store them in an airtight container. I'm going to save them for next weekend. So we're looking about a week's time. So they will hold for 7 days, as long as it's an airtight container, packed away in a dry area. Guys, as you can see, we've made meringue kisses today. So super easy. Anyone can make them, even at home.